A man reproduces himself through his child, so when he leave here, he can just smile. But I see fit to stay here a while, maybe buy a timeshare somewhere, rock bumware, beach chair, write a book each year. You can write yourself out of your blessings. Wreck your Lambo the first stages by driving too reckless. Time is too precious, these some obvious lessons. Please remind me to watch my step while I balance on edges. Ski on the slopes of life, slide down the Ave at night. Watching them graphing graffiti on walls, that's the sight. Cars from Germany, I be pushing the fastest type. Looking at real estate, brother, I need to ask in price. Imagine another rapper making me perspire. I got more styles and more flows, plus I'm much flyer. I got more heights to reach, but I'm already higher. I'm already on to the next thing. Peace and bless, King.
What is going on? What is going on, people? I almost feel like I need to put on my jacket. Excuse me. My apologies. Pardon me. You know how your mind just starts to think about something like, did I forget to do that Friday? And I actually think I did forget to do it Friday, but I'm going to go back and check. Appreciate you all for checking in. This is What It Takes. Pardon me for getting dressed as the show started. Let's get quickly. Let's just move right into it, right? Let's get into, remember to like, subscribe, and share. Please do that for me. Remember, this show drops every, Toastmasters are going to kill me. Like, subscribe, and share. Remember that this show takes place on Mondays. We try to drop it between 4 and 6 o'clock. I will make sure as soon as I end this episode that I will have it scheduled for around 4:30. Remember, Wednesdays, and I say Toastmasters because every time you do or filler word, they have a bell that they could ring during the meetings. And so what it means is that we need to have silence as we think. Okay, so forgive me when I hear it, it really resonates. However, I've gotten out of the practice of taking those out of the conversation. Wednesdays, Tenacity Foundation drops. It starts with me. Remember to go check out my brother Joel. If you go on YouTube, you can check it out. It's the Tenacity Foundation. It starts with me. He's interviewing all kinds of entrepreneurs, etc. Fridays, Joel and myself, we do Community Beacon. Please check that out. Today is What It Takes. Monday with me. And so we can get straight into some real estate news. Let me see if I can pull this up for you guys. And basically it's showing, and if you check in each and every week, I'm going to be honest with you. Let me see, share this tab instead. Let me see if that gets picked up. Let me add it to the stream. All right, perfect. So if you check this out, and I'll start running and actually writing these things down in regards to seeing it from week to week. And I think this is just life, period. It's like a life lesson. Because when we look at real estate prices, we say, well, how did it get here? Well, what happened? And it's just day by day, certain things start to happen and if you're really looking at it day by day, it's almost really stabilized, right? When we start saying that there's a huge difference in real estate, it normally happens over a 6, 8, 10, 12-month period. And what happens is people who are unprepared, who don't understand, who are waiting, they tend to get caught up in that. But as it's going on, you start to see it when you start to see interest rates. Right now, interest rates are at around 7%. Maybe 2-3 years ago, they were at 3%, but they crept up. Every 2 to 3 weeks, 4 weeks, we saw a quarter point interest going up. So if you weren't moving at that time, just thinking, oh, maybe it'll come back down, maybe it didn't, but it just crept up. Every month, it creeps up a quarter of a point over the course of 6 months. Is that 2 points, 2 to 3 points, 2-3%. And now here we are. And that does and that counts a lot, right? So from 3% up to 7%, that's 4%. So that happened over the course of 2 to 3 years. I dropped my pen, forgive me. So right now, what you're seeing, we're seeing new listings. Right now, it says 1,432 new listings that came on the market since last week. So in the last 7 days, we see 1,218 that closed, if you can see that. And then we saw a couple that went under contract, 607 that went under contract, or that have what we call they took a deposit. essentially. They took some type of consideration for it. We're starting to see this 1,432 number. That is starting to creep up week after week, and it's not by much. So it seems very stable as I tell it to you this week. 1,432. Next week, it may be 1,450. And then it's over. By the time December hits, it's 1,700. It starts to become a whole different ball game. So check that out. So that's the real estate news in regards to what's actually going on in the market. If you have any other questions, remember to feel free to DM me. You can call me 561-412-5433. Again, that's 561-412-5433. And then I want to get into here. I want to talk about, let me share this tab. Someone sent it to me. So I'm going to play this for you, and then we can discuss it. And it's surrounding having an inspection done. And this inspection actually was done by new construction, but let me let this guy talk about it.
You know, if I just place my hand on the wall just briefly, it's going to heat it up just slightly, and then it sticks out like a sore thumb. So it really picks up even the smallest amount to look for any leaks after running water. So this is a brand new home, about $2 million from a high-end builder. And we just got done running all the water. And if we scan below this bathroom, we can see these cold spots, which if we look at it.
Oh, man, that's all my information on it. Well, essentially, I don't know, technical difficulties. They're definitely a little bit different. So essentially, this guy was doing new construction, and what he found was that there was a leak in it. There was an active leak, but you couldn't tell. I'm looking up at the roof because that's what he was looking up at. There was an active leak in a new luxury. It was a luxury home, new construction, an active water leak. And I thought it was important because of the importance of getting an inspection done. Now, inspections can run you anywhere, depending on the size of the property, between $400 and $700. But when you think about it in regards to finding and it's not going to find everything. And every house has something. So let's start there. There's no perfect home. As we saw, new construction has a water leak. However, you want to make sure that you check the major 4 systems: roofing, water, electricity, AC. Roofing, water, electrician, AC. You want to make sure those are checked out. And of course, you'll find all these other different nooks and crannies. That's the job of an inspector, is to find something. And then you can decide at that point in time whether that's fine, specifically because it's just one of the terms, or if you no longer want to go through with the purchase of the property because it's just, hey, it's too much. I didn't know that this roofing was done. Are we going to be? And then you can start to that's when negotiations can start. You know, can you get concessions? Can you have it fixed? If it's fixed, who is it going to be fixed by? How is it going to be approved, et cetera, so on and so forth. And there's also loans that you can take out. If you got a really good deal and you can get a loan that will actually take care of some of the issues that are going on in the property, especially if they're major. All the other stuff, normally a seller or a buyer can come to terms with. But do not skimp or skip an inspection unless you're a very, very savvy person. And even in those times, if you're savvy, you know you're not going to skimp on $300 or $400 or $500, $600, $700, whatever it may be. Other than that, guys, listen, I appreciate you all coming through and rocking with me. Remember, if you need any help, let me know. We are turning it up for this is the last half of the year. Let's get it going. It's August. Let's make things happen. That's our job. Other than that, I can't wait to see you next week on What It Takes. Appreciate you.
A man reproduces himself through his child, so when he leave here, he can just smile. But I see fit to stay here a while, maybe buy a timeshare somewhere, rock bumwear, beach chair, write a book each year. You can write yourself out of your blessings, wreck your Lambo the first stages by driving too reckless. Time is too precious, these some obvious lessons. Please remind remind me to watch my step while I balance on edge of skill on the slopes of life. Slide down the Ave at night, watching them graphing graffiti on walls.